Welcome to the Why Not Listen to Us When You're Packing for or Driving to Burning Man Burn Barrel episode of Accuracy Third.
Or, you know, when you're stuck on the side of the highway because you overloaded your truck and the fender rolled against your wheel and now it's on fire.
Maybe your radiator popped. Maybe your tires popped. I hope none of these things happen to you. We're just confabulating issues for you in your drive right now. I'm D-Day.
I'm Rag.
And I'm Beth.
And I'm realizing that we haven't reintroduced the burn barrel episode concept in a while, maybe as long ago as when we started this thing in Neverending Season 5. Beth or Rex, do you want to tell the people what a burn barrel is if they don't know already?
It's, you know, not guest unfocused ramblings because...
It's a loosey-goosey episode of just the three of us interviewing no one but ourselves. Sometimes we let our Discordians interview us for you.
Sometimes we have somebody in who is too much our friend to tell us good stories, and we just label that burn barrel.
Sometimes we update you on past guests and past stories we may have covered on this pod. Today, we might do all three of those things, except the one where there's a guest. We're not doing that one. Two of those things.
I don't know how you're going to be like, hey, we got to start the recording, but you ain't even lit a recording joint.
Yeah, that is a fair question.
Because before we warm up, before we have a recording joint, we need to give a little update from our last episode with Fred. In the outro of that episode, I mentioned that once again, I'm going to delve into the world of mixology and create another batch of hot white creme de menthe. Do you all remember that?
I recall that you said you are indeed going to make some for this Burning Man.
Well, that was the plan.
Uh-huh.
But the plan has changed. Because, you see, I just ordered 3 bottles of that quote-unquote fancy WYRs white creme de menthe from an app-based ordering service. 3 bottles of vaguely fancy middle shelf white creme de menthe. And would one of you like to hazard a guess as to what I received in the paper bag from the very nice delivery guy? Can't fault the delivery guy.
Dick Hypers?
What did you get?
De Kuiper's green creme de menthe.
Ah.
So, unfortunately, this year, I will be presenting some hot green creme de menthe around. It's truly a disgusting color. I apologize to everyone for how their effluence looks in the porta potties the next day.
We can make anything a grasshopper with green creme de menthe.
We can. That's true.
We could if it were still green, but I saw it.
It turned blood blackish green really quickly.
What?
It looks like I blended a bunch of liver up and poured it in there. But the good news is I will also get some better white creme de menthe that is actually white. And we'll be able to do a comparison out on Playa whether the 3 bottles of hot green creme de menthe are as much worse than literally any bottle of white creme de menthe I can find.
Hot creme de menthe there.
That was the hot white or green creme de menthe update. So, you guys notice anything different about me?
No.
I mean, you're making your usual muggy faces. Is that different?
What's different is that I've got my business separated into different packets down here in my shorts.
Huh, you went and bought yourself some fancy underpants.
Oh boy, do I have fancy, expensive bamboo shorts now that nestle and separate my business like I'm wearing an oversized cloth condom connected to an oversized cloth cock ring in my pants. I can't tell right now whether or not the entire shaft is going to chafe when we do our Playa Art Walk this year or not, but I'm going to give it the old college try.
Well, I'm glad you're branching out into new lingerie.
I got the proper lube for it.
Yeah. Did you get him in the Castro?
You know it.
Good man. Was the sales clerk helpful? Direct you exactly to what you were looking for?
Kept measuring my inseam, which I'm pretty sure is a thing that you don't need measured when you buy underwear. But
I mean, if you want to get underwear that doesn't fit you right.
It's really making me preoccupied with the relative positioning of my businesses.
And thanks for bringing all of our preoccupation to exactly how nestled your dick is right now.
Yeah, best of genital luck to you.
Yeah.
May your chafing be at least novel.
So before we get into our Ask Us Anythings, and after that, our Would You Rather questions from the Discord, do either of you have anything that you're particularly looking forward to at the burn this year?
There's a bunch of real cool art happening. Both the temple and the man base are going to be real neat. Looking forward to both of those.
Nice. Beth, are you, I want to say a lantern in the wind, but it seems like there might be something more appropriate in the wind that you are. Beth, are you something in the wind?
Am I something in the wind
Yeah.
about Burning Man?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm in the wind about Burning Man. I'm retiring this year, so I'm watching other people step in and do the role that I'd done for a couple of years, which sounds delightful to not have to do. So I'm looking forward to not doing that. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to having a giant deep fat fryer and a very tall doner kebab rotisserie for my kitchen.
God, folks, D-Day has been so excited about his various
I'm going to have revolving meat. 24/7 revolving meat. Hungry for a snack? Revolving meat.
But did you buy a ham?
I haven't bought any eating goods yet, but we'll get those 2 weeks from this Friday.
2 weeks from this
2
Friday.
weeks from this Friday, because 1 week from tomorrow, we're headed to Playa.
I am excited. I was very generic with my man base and temple art excitement, but I am also quite excited for the Teeny-Weeny Hooter Tooter.
I don't know what that is, nor do I want to know what that is, but I love the name of it.
I sent you both the picture of it because I was very excited about it.
Hooter.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to pictures from you around Burning Man time because you're always trying to show me what the art looks like, and I never want to see it before I get there.
No, you want to see this one.
I don't.
You do. It's made with crayon.
Uh-huh.
It's cute.
I saw it out of focus when you sent it to me. I'll see it for real on Play. But thank you. I enjoy you wanting to share the things you're excited for in your life with me.
Teeny-Weeny Hooter Tooter.
Tell me about what you're excited about. No, don't tell me about what you're excited about.
Don't show me what you're excited about. This is an audio medium.
Yeah, show don't tell is a metaphor.
Mm-hmm. To update our listeners on something we told them about 6 or so months ago, Beth, Rex, do you remember what Falls on Fire is?
Yeah, that's the controversial burn adjacent event in Hawaii.
Yeah, we have updates on that.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. In April of 2026, a special event permit was issued to the Chucklefuck who did the event without permission last time. He is not putting on the event in 2026, but he will be putting on the event in 2027, and we will find out what the hell happens with that when that guy does it, if that guy's able to do it.
Well, mahalo to him.
Mahalo, Howley. All right. Well, I think it's time for us to get into some Ask Me Anything questions from our listeners who populate our Discord. All right. Some Ask Me Anythings. Think you can handle this?
Smash.
Want to handle this?
I'm warm.
Beth, do you have the theme music for the AMA section of the Burn Barrel?
Do I have it within my soul?
Yeah. Man, we're about to do some Ask Me Anythings.
Do.
That's not bad. I was also really hoping once you started holding that first note that it was just going to be that. And that would have been killer. But you did good your own way, and I appreciate that.
Human music.
All right. So the AMAs are taken from our Discord server. We have a whole channel for AMAs. And yet, the whole AMA channel isn't just AMAs. It starts off with an Ask Accuracy Third Anything question, and then they just run with it for a while. So
That sounds like our Discord.
it is. And the reason why we don't do these more often is because I then need to copy and paste that entire Discord into a notes app to strip the formatting out of it. And then I put it into a doc, and then I go through the doc and I delete everything that doesn't seem like an AMA to me. So if you have put an AMA into the channel and we didn't ask it, it's because it was mixed up with a bunch of shit, or you didn't end your sentence with a question mark. If you would like me to know that you have asked a question to Beth, Rex, and D-Day, end your sentence in a question mark.
I'm sorry, answers must be in the form of a question.
D-Day is not reading all of this.
I am reading all of it.
Searching.
That's one of the questions. I am reading all of it.
Just not absorbing what is and isn't a question if it doesn't have.
It is tens of thousands of lines of text.
There is a gulf between reading and parsing.
Parsing, like Just Tyler. Just Tyler asks, or says, and then asks, anybody ever try waterproof socks during Mudman? I've got a pair that I heard about from a Lost Coast hiking podcast, and they may be good if it rains again. It's basically got a built-in bag, so it's sock bag sock all in one.
No. That sounds so sweaty.
I've never tried one, but I'm guessing by the construction of those socks, because I have fancy hiking socks, and they're like $25, $35 a pair. And I'm going to just tell you right now that how much those socks cost means I would never put them in the fucking mud. Like, that's for trash socks, friends. Trash socks.
I would like to say, if I may hop on top of trash socks,
Trash socks.
Here we go about the plumpers
a
again.
pair of suspenders is between $3 and $7, and suspenders are for life. Contractor bags are like a pack of 5 for $3.
I should have guessed that this was all an excuse to talk about plumpers.
This entire podcast is an excuse to talk about plumpers.
This is not up to me.
Sure.
This is up to our Discordians.
Hail Airs. You rock that? Next question.
Late Bus, hi Late Bus, asks, which easy cheese flavor is better, cheddar or American?
No.
Cheddar.
I think cheddar as well, but if it's American with bacons, with bacons, if it's American with bacon, still probably cheddar.
The fuck of it is that cheddar's the best one, but I'll get one of each when I go out to Playa anyway. Because it's like they're so minimally different from each other. You just want to change up slightly how salty it tastes.
I have the same problem with goldfish. There is only really one good flavor of goldfish. And yet every time I see them, I buy a bag of the Parmesan goldfish.
Oh, those are
because if there was the amount of Parmesan at the sharpness that I desire on those goldfish, they would be the best goldfish. But they're not. They're not salty enough and they're not Parmesan-y enough. Cheddar is where it's at.
Your goldfish have been shitified.
Do you know what is actually a good goldfish that isn't standard? They're soup cracker goldfish.
Oh, what?
Yeah, they're really good.
Well, I mean, they're basically soup crackers.
Oh, you mean just the salty ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, those are great. I thought you were saying that they had just released a panoply of soup flavors. Like I was going to get like cheddar potato soup.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, thank you. I'm also here for Italian wedding. I'm here for minestrone. I'm here for tomato basil. Get up in my mentions, Campbell's and Fish Co.
You rock that? Next question.
Glowworm asks, what's your favorite granola bars?
Is this like all snacks based?
I mean, I'm pulling these out of the thread that started from snacks after the first one.
I feel like I must be a terrible person because I can only think of the things that I hate, which is Kind bars will break your gums. I don't like Kind bars.
Yeah, I don't have strong feelings about granola bars. Like mostly they're okay and the same until they're gross.
Okay, so if I'm gonna granola, I'm gonna need to stick my hand down in a sack of granola. If I am going to bar, and I'm not sure that these are considered granola bars because there's no granola in them, those Nature Valley peanuts and peanut butter and like weird peanut oil chocolate on the bottom of them, peanut bars that you can get for like a box of 48 at Costco. Those are my bar of choice on Playa.
Those are a granola bar.
They melt almost immediately, and you can just tear one end and roll this like liquid and clot and nut paste into your mouth and get your protein for like easily the next 3 or 4 hours.
Do they still make kudos?
I remember kudos.
Yeah, they were mostly a candy bar, but they had a bunch of granola in them.
So that
You couldn't take them on Playa. There's too much chocolate.
I don't know, but I'll check the next time I'm at grocery outlet.
I think granola bars kind of suck. I only eat them when I'm hiking. I can take food with me to Burning Man. I don't need to have granola bars.
Even when I'm hiking, like even when I'm not hiking, I'm wearing cargo shorts or cargo pants. But when I am hiking, I am also wearing cargo shorts or cargo pants. And they are the perfect container to just pour your granola into straight from the sack.
Just a sack full.
You're only using it for
granola.
today. It's not going to get that stale. You want a Ziploc bag in between you and your hand and your granola? You don't.
D-Day, this is how your pants get mice.
Mites. The mice have mites.
Give you the mites. I'm never mad at a granola bar for the most part. I know this is a nasty granola bar, but like granola bars are
Have you had those kind ones? They're so sharp.
They're shitty.
kind bars aren't a granola bar. They're like a shame bar. They're
They got some puffed rice. They got some lemon shit on there.
look, any food that is trying to pretend that it's anything other than just like food, fuck it. Like you're not health science in a wrapper. You're fucking food. Just be food.
What they need to do is put a bunch of B vitamins in those things for all of our nitrous heads out there. Granola bars are lacking in B vitamins in a way that could be detrimental to our community.
Come down bars, I call them.
You grok that? Next question.
Zegan asks, with climate change, is there a time in the future where the playa is completely uninhabitable? Are we at that time now?
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, we keep habiting it.
Like, it's hard to say what the global effects of climate change will do to a specific area. Maybe the high desert will be nice for some reason. Who knows? All we know is we're fucking doomed.
I like to think about things like this in terms of geologic time. And in terms of geologic time, is the climate on the playa fucked? Yeah. Probably. But the fact of the matter is, no matter how wet and shitty or windy and crappy it is out on playa, we are able to burn our art much more often and regularly than either of the other two regionals that I've been at. So it seems like maybe kind of no matter what, there's never going to be trees growing up out of the playa.
No grass to set on fire.
No,
Right.
honestly, the problem, the thing that would be the real problem is if it got cooler and more humid and Lake Lunhattan kind of made a comeback and the playa never dried out anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is what would fuck us.
Yeah. I mean,
Can we move across the road?
It also could become dangerously hot, like uninhabitably hot.
Sure. But by that point, we're going to have like some sort of like hydrating uteruses that we walk around in. We're not going to stop burning fuel. We might as well have plastic sheaths filled with foam, cooling foam, hydrating foam. Imagine how soft your skin wrinkles will be.
I don't know. It's not great, this global warming thing in general.
Word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was also thinking one of the other ways that we could totally get fucked is smoke. Because we had that a little bit one year.
Oh, yeah. It's been pretty nasty out there.
Yeah, that sucked. Yeah, there's a lot of ways weather can make it a lot more challenging.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And probably more than just Burning Man.
Yeah. Climate change is going to destroy all our futures. Luckily, the three of us will probably be dead before the worst of it hits, and we might get to do Burning Man until about the end. You grok that? Next question.
Our friend, Oh No, a username, asks on the Discord, is a hexayurt on a slightly raised platform a bad idea? As our resident fabricator and carpenter, I'm going to say, I don't know.
I just like hexayurts are kind of a bad idea.
They do seem brittle, right?
Yeah, they pop. I mean, they.
Like, I've seen them fail spectacularly,
Yeah.
but I don't know
If
that's
that's
operator error
right,
or a
totally.
design problem, because I've certainly seen a hell of a lot of them be
Do just fine.
and
Yeah.
they're kind of cool on the inside.
I've got to say, I've never been more impressed with a home-built structure than any number of Smoke Daddy's cardboard houses. That's a man who goes out to Playa with a couple refrigerator boxes worth of cardboard and wraps them together and straps them down in such a way that, like, it seems like a delightful domicile that he has there that's never really been an issue for him.
Huh.
I know.
Wild. Yeah, I mean, if you put them on a raised platform, they wouldn't get wet.
But you're bringing out all that, whatever the raised platform is.
Yeah.
Like, if it's 4 pallets, fine. That's 4 pallets, but that seems like a lot of work for an 8x8. If it's more than 4 pallets, now you're bringing out a lot of pallets to Burning Man.
There are other ways to raise things up off the ground.
Those plastic nesting pallets, though, now we're talking.
I don't think there's anything inherently unsound with the idea of a hexayurt on a raised platform.
No, but I don't know what it gets you. It gets you.
It gets us content.
It gets you up off the ground.
We're doing it for the listeners.
It's always nice to be up off the ground.
It is nice to be up off the ground.
Yeah.
You grok that? Next question.
Zegan asks, and I'm going to stop repeating our friends' names who keep asking us questions in this thread. Because after a while, it's going to be weird that we're saying like 5 names all the time. So I'll mention when there's new names, but the rest of the questions will fade into a melange of responsibility. That said, Zegan asks, did you complete the Odyssey or come close or even try?
Nope.
No, I didn't. No.
Yeah, I was going to have a big story where I said yeah and stuff, but it's late and I didn't. So, like, between when we talked about it on the podcast and when we went to Burning Man and when we came home and lived our lives up till now, like, I have eaten an unhealthy amount of donuts at a single time, some evening or morning while playing video games, and I wasn't proud about that afterward. And did I jerk off a bunch beforehand or after that? Yeah, probably, because I wouldn't have eaten that many donuts if my kid was in the house. And I was probably drinking then, too. And I walked to the convenience store like once or twice. So, yes, I did.
I think Rex really talked me out of it by pointing out how every single one of those steps was hurtful to your body. And I was like, oh, yeah, that would feel awful.
Yeah, what a horrible thing to do to yourself on Playa. Just like the other versions of marathons that happen.
Yeah, and like after a good amount of practice, I don't know if I can come that many times in a day. It actually starts to like not be the easiest thing in the world after a while.
I'm so completely out of even considering this now.
You couldn't do any of
I
them?
couldn't do any of them at this point. Like, the beers and donuts are just like
Awful.
Even the 612 I couldn't manage.
Yeah, well, we're all wusses when it comes to hurting ourselves on these several things.
Yeah, in those ways.
Yeah.
Also, there's just like nothing about that sounds fun.
The orgasms sound fun. I like donuts and beers, and I love walking. Like, I love all of those things.
Yeah, like for themselves, but none of those things sound fun to like aggressively pursue quantities.
I would like one of each of those a day. Right? That sounds pretty good.
Well, let me put it this way. I'm not like that well focused on Playa.
You know.
And I have to be for, when I'm cooking, because that's my craft and my job. And I need to be paying attention to what I'm doing for safety out there. But like outside of that, I'm not like on a regimen. I can't even be trusted with like that brick of pill separator for a week with all the different days of the week on it. Like, I've just got a Ziploc bag out there and I take 3 pills a day. And if it's the right ones, it's the right ones. And if it's the wrong ones, like, can't be that harmful.
He forgets his meds out there like so many days.
But like not over the course of 3 weeks. I'm taking all the pills I'm supposed to take during those 3 weeks within those 3 weeks.
That's how medicine works.
Especially ADHD medication.
And more.
You grok that? Next question.
Carrie with a K and an I asks, hello, all you magnificent creatures. I am new to the server and am curious if this is an appropriate place to promote my theme camp recruitment for Engulf. Thank you for your eyeballs, and may you all be blessed with many marshmallows. Zegan responds, I don't know if there's any place to promote that here. Probably not. But it's certainly not this channel, where we ask questions of the Accuracy Third podcasters, and they then answer questions in a future podcast. A better question would be, what do you think of marshmallows? Are they just gross? Or super gross?
To be honest with you, you've had like a bag of stale marshmallows in this house for like months, and occasionally
I threw them away like a week and a half ago. I went through that whole fucking cabinet. There was snacks like an ounce and a half of crushed chip dust in the bottoms of bags that, like, I know Rex was excited to get that Lay's flavor like over a year and a half ago.
I thought
Bulgogi beef. What was that? Like late 2022?
I thought that the snack cupboard seemed to fit a lot more suddenly.
Yeah. Well, that and the tub of peanut butter that I had from Burning Man last year. And we haven't had peanut butter since. Beth, have you noticed? There's no peanut butter?
I hadn't noticed. But I
Weird. Because there was half a teaspoon left in there when I got to it.
There's so much peanut butter.
Is it real peanut butter?
What do you mean?
I mean, is it peanut butter flavored frosting
No.
that is shelf stable, or is it peanut butter that is oily and gets on the counter?
It is made of peanuts.
Ground peanuts.
Yeah, nobody wants that peanut butter.
I want that peanut butter.
Have you tried frosting?
It's called Reese's Pieces. It's fine. Those are nice.
But I was going to say about marshmallows, if they're gross or they're super gross, I had slowly been eating that bag that you threw out.
Oh, really?
I had like one every couple of weeks, and I was moving through it.
They can't like go bad.
Right, like they're already bad. They're like
Well, no, they're
sugar.
They're like a suspension of sugar and gelatin, things that do not rot
they still
or go
dissolve.
rancid.
They get a little stale. That's all. Yeah, there isn't even oil to go rancid.
No,
They just get dry on the outside.
mallow stays.
I think marshmallow is actually pretty disgusting. Except in two instances. Hot chocolate and weirdly Lucky Charms.
Those aren't marshmallows.
They're dehydrated marshmallows. They're awesome.
They make my teeth hurt.
Oh yeah, chalk does. That's what chalk is for. What, you never got the chalk punishment when you were growing up?
You rock that? Next question.
If you were to have dinner with any person alive or dead, what would you choose as the menu item? Look, man, I don't ask these questions. Don't look at me. I mean, I'm asking you these questions. Obviously, I've had editorial control over this, but I'm deferring responsibility to someone else.
Bad Proust.
Honestly, I'm a basic bitch, and I'm going with a charcuterie board. I just feel like then everyone can eat as much or as little as they like, and there's something that whoever from history will enjoy.
Omakase.
What's that?
So it's when the sushi chef just feeds you.
Oh, just like here's like a seal. Like
A
they're
prefix
tossing
menu is a good choice. I kind of, as someone who has been an executive before, I like to throw people off their game when I get them in situations where I could have a slight advantage to the conversation, you know? So I can't quite narrow it down, but I have two different culinary choices that I believe are similar enough. I'm going to go with pho or ramen. What you choose and how you eat it tells you an awful lot about the person that you're sitting in front of. And like, I don't know who I'd choose to have that meal with, but if it's Picasso or if it's Einstein or Weird Al Yankovic after he dies and I get to bring him back to have this meal with me, I kind of want to see them slurping noodles out of a bowl.
I thought maybe you were going to say hair a la Royale.
I almost went with lobster thermidor, but I was running with it and it went where it went. The follow-up question to that is, if you could pick any superhero power, what color would your cape be?
I mean, that's obvious. Gold.
Nice.
Yeah.
It kind of depends on what the angle you're looking at it is. It's like that, you know, that new paint job you can get on your fancy car where it's yellow from one direction and
Ooh.
the other. And
We used to call that shark skin back when we were
Obviously.
racist in the 90s.
it's an over one shoulder quarter cape only.
You gotta have a quarter.
Yeah,
cape.
because your shoulders are broad enough to pull that off. Like, I don't think my hunched shit can rock that. I need a long cape, a narrow one, like a rat tail, but as a cape.
No, I want a cape that like rubs it into your face that I'm wearing a cape, but doesn't get in my way.
I want mine to glow in the dark. But like better than glow in the dark fabrics glow in the dark right now. I want it to like really glow in the dark the way that you're like imagining it glows in the dark in not a shitty way. That's my cape. I would re-sew all of the reflective ribbon on all of my clothes with a glow in the dark tape if that shit was worth a damn, and it's not. But if it was,
You can get that flat LED strip now.
I could get a drone that shines black light on me all the time so the glow in the dark looks cool. But imagine how loud I would have to shout over my drone.
You could just build like a shoulder armature and then, suspend a nice black light about 1.5 feet over your head behind you.
Yeah, it can be your bike light.
Cantilever.
Front tug, are you hearing this? All right. And the follow-up to that question is, if you could go back in time to any historical event, what kind of shoes would you wear?
Oh man, that's the first question I actually liked. That was the real question that was in there. The other ones were boring. I like historical events, but the answer is obvious. Boots, hiking boots. You might need to hike at a historical event. You're going to need hiking boots.
Yeah, I think Beth and I would actually be wearing the same pair of hiking boots now. So Soft Stars Switchback 2, handmade in Portland, Oregon. Look them up.
There was a pair of shoes that I had in my late teenage years that was my favorite pair of shoes that I ever had ever. They felt so good on my feet. And I think they lasted for like 2 or 3 years before Nike stopped making them. They were these hiking low tops that were Nike Indestruct, like label. And the sole was made from like recycled mountain bike tires. And it was like a flat mountain bike pattern under your shoe, and they just like they cupped my ankle in the way that I need that held so it doesn't roll. The toe box fit right, like wherever the laces started cinching up was in the proper place on my foot where that should happen. And I heard that those shoes were going away, and I bought like 2 boxes of extra shoes when I found that out. And then I never had shoes that were that comfortable ever again.
Do you remember those shoes you found on the street for me?
Yes.
The sole is completely half off of one of them.
Would you like me to put it back on for you?
Yeah, because they're actually super comfy. I love them.
Good.
Thank you for the street shoes.
You're welcome. I don't believe they were street shoes. I believe they were shoes that were friend of friend shoes.
But
they very well might have been street shoes.
Yeah. They're
but not in the way that like street shoes sounds gross. In the discerning way that street shoes sounds like it could be awesome.
They're great shoes.
Just like the Soft Stars Switchback 2. Look them up. Handmade in Portland, Oregon.
For your boxy feet.
Oh, yeah, they look like clown shoes, but
They're really comfortable.
They actually fit your feet. Cause
they actually fit your feet. That's how your feet are shaped.
That's how everyone's feet are shaped.
That's not true. That's how Fred Flintstone's feet are shaped.
That's how everyone's feet are shaped.
That's how your feet are shaped.
Mine just happen to be big like
People have different shaped feet.
Everybody's got the same shaped foot.
Yeah, it's all wider than...
Yeah, nobody's foot comes to a point in the middle. Nobody.
I don't know. Donald Trump's dick sounds pretty weird.
Point in the middle.
Do you grok that? Next question.
Oh no, a username asks, how many corgis is too many corgis?
It depends on the size of your goose flock.
I'm just going to say 3. 3 is too many corgis.
I got to disagree with you there, Beth.
Is it 2 too many corgis?
No, I'm going to say 4.
4 is too many?
I'm going to say that, like, look, this is a made up scenario. I'm going to admit that at the start. But if your flock of corgis is going to have to fight a swarm of chihuahuas, you're going to want 3. Maybe 4.
I just like...
Those 7 chihuahuas are going to come fast and loud.
Look, the formula for corgi, you take your geese, you divide by 17, and then you add 1. That's how many corgis you need.
This is on the standard how crazy a dog person you are. And you are officially a crazy dog person if you have 3 dogs of the same breed. So you're already going well past crazy if you have a 4th dog of the same breed.
If it is purebred dogs of that breed and you didn't get them from your dog having a litter of shitty corgi-looking puppies, yes.
Yeah, so...
But sometimes your dog is a whore. And that's okay. I'm not saying that in a sex-shamey way.
There are no other dog breeds that herd geese, Beth.
Do you grok that? Next question.
If you could make a shish kebab style art of anything, what would you use to stack on a spike?
Oh, that's an interesting question.
Yeah.
Let me go first because I've thought of all these since I wrote them down 2 months ago. I would have a stack of pallets, but each pallet has cascading rivers of stapled together comic books and graphic novels coming off them, each of them. So you have to climb up around these like rivers of kind of slick paper around you that you can grab onto, but it might not be helpful at all.
So yours is like a climbing horror.
Art fun.
Okay.
Okay, so what I'm thinking is spike in the center and then stacked one on top of the other 30-foot pieces of truss, like skewered through the center and then slightly offset and then cabled one to another so that you have this like spiral of truss going up.
Sounds pretty fucking cool and fairly cheap.
Yeah, and dangerous as fuck.
Really feels like we could do that for $27,000. If anyone out there in podcast land has $45,000, please let us know. We have an idea for an art project for Burning Man. Beth, can you get us in under 30 grand?
This is just a deep philosophical question. It's like hard to rush the correct answer for it.
You also don't have to answer now. You can think about this. There are questions coming up that we are going to have to take a day or so you can write down your answers.
Let me sell the truss thing a little more because if you fall off one of the trusses, you might end up in a truss.
I got no complaints. That sounds like a thing I would happily climb.
Yeah, honestly, all I can think of, and I feel like I'm being really stunted in my imagination right now, but I still think it'd be really cool. Just a bunch of boats.
Yeah, boats would be nice and dangerous because boats are made of trash.
Yeah, just terrible and fall apart.
Or RVs.
Yeah.
Like just a stack of prowlers, but none of them speared through top to bottom all at an angle.
They wouldn't support each other's weight.
Yeah, they'd just
You just keep stacking them on top of it. It doesn't.
rumble
You
of prowlers.
stop when the needle is cleared, and when it compacts more, you put another one on top.
That couldn't support a human being walking around inside of it.
Not my problem. I'm not on the back of your ticket. All right, you got more in you?
Yeah.
You want more? You having fun? You enjoying the Ask Me Anythings?
Do you grok that? Next question.
Ghost Nawa asks, I know this is a very unhappy / messy post, but what do you do when your parakeet does something ungodly stupid while you were at the burn and tells you about it on your first day back in the default world?
Oof.
I know it's been 2 weeks, but this isn't the survival guide. P.S. I've already deep cleaned my Kodiak and that didn't fix it.
Oh, Burning Man can destroy your relationships no matter where you are or where your partner is.
Because you don't have a pet when you have a bird.
Oh, God. I'm just hoping it's a metaphor and you're not a bird person.
No, it is. It's.
I know the metaphor.
Yeah.
What's the metaphor?
There's a article that someone wrote somewhere about not divorcing your parakeet after Burning Man. It basically sort of like, hey, you might have gone through this really transformative experience or whatever, but like maybe give it a couple of weeks before you make major life-changing decisions like breaking up with a partner or quitting a job or moving across the country. And on the podcast, we've heard so many stories of people doing that anyway, but it's, it's a warning to like give it a minute.
Yeah, like we're most of a year too late on this answer and have no specifics on this question, but I think the response to don't divorce your parakeet is also don't completely second guess your judgment just because you've recently been to Burning Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wise.
You know, if your partner was going to be a bitch, whether you went to Burning Man or not, then having just come from Burning Man doesn't really change that fact.
Yeah. If the behavior that has been revealed is problematic, respond to it appropriately.
Yeah.
Now that I know that that's what we're talking about.
Did you not know that that's what we're talking about?
I don't know a lot of stuff.
God, I thought you were. I can never tell when you're joking or not.
No one ought to. It's a defense mechanism. It defends me.
You grok that? Next question.
I have various different kinds of bins I put shit in for the burn. Mostly just based off of randomly acquired stuff over the year. They all got dust in them during the windstorm, even the good ones. Anyone have bins that remained airtight? What were they?
No dust gets in real bins.
Yeah, get yourself some HDX.
Yeah. Go to Home Depot. Get real bins with lids and stuff. None of those flappy hinge lids. Solid lids.
I believe what they need to hear. Don't buy bins at Kmart or JCPenney.
JCPenney. Stay out of Woolworths.
I don't know if you guys had them growing up, but don't buy your bins at Bradley's. Go to a hardware store, doesn't matter which one, and get some heavy duty feeling bins. Your giant bin should weigh several pounds already before you fill it with stuff, if you want it to last.
HDX. Get HDX.
Get yourself some adult bins. You're a burner now.
Don't get the clear ones at Target. Get HDX.
Don't get clear plastic.
If they're clear, they're going to break.
Clear plastic is just inherently much more brittle than not clear plastic. And it's also usually much more chemically active than not clear plastics.
Yeah, you get the black HDX with the yellow tops, unless you want to tell yours apart from everybody else's. In which case, you get the black HDX with the red top.
Label your bins. You don't need them to be clear if you write on the outside what is in there.
You grok that? Next question.
Fax Machine asks, what is the most fascinating question you've been asked while in Black Rock City?
Fascinating.
I think I have an answer.
Go ahead.
So, the first couple years that I was at Burning Man, I was a true, fairly competent, but still didn't really know what he was doing scumbag at Burning Man. And my perspective of what goes on in the world and in the burn is always certainly quite siloed in one way or another. And the first time I was offered food at Burning Man, I was really unsure what was going on. I believe it was my second year. I was around the corner from a joint that served pad thai 14 hours a day. This is back when I was coming out with 2 cases of liquid breakfast and 2 giant boxes of granola bars of one sort or another and half a dozen cans of soup. And these folks asked me if I wanted pad thai, and I was stunned. And I said yes, and they gave me a to-go box with pad thai in it, and they asked me if I wanted chopsticks. And I did.
It's very sweet.
Want chopsticks, and it was fucking awesome. And I walked around for the next 3 or 4 blocks, eating pad thai out of a to-go container with chopsticks at Burning Man, and it was fucking amazing. And my point is, the end of my block could be that. And that would be cool.
I'm having trouble coming up with a fascinating question. But the thing that I am coming up with is not too dissimilar from yours because it's a food thing. And the question was, would you like to have some port and Stilton?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And the answer that I wanted to give was no, because I don't like either of those things at all. But
But you had to say yes.
I said yes, and I'm glad I did, because it turns out I like both those things that I strongly dislike individually quite a bit when you put them together.
Mm-hmm.
You grok that? Next question.
Stage Dive asks, question for our content creators. How much of the Discord do you read?
Are we content creators?
Yes,
I didn't accept that. I thought we were like avoiding calling ourselves journalists.
we can do that too.
I thought we were documentarians.
If you vomit anything onto the internet at a regular interval, you are a content creator.
Yeah, sure.
Especially a Burn Barrel episode is content. I'm not sure this is a part of the oral history of Black Rock City.
This can be content.
I read all of the Discord. I don't read all of the Discord all at once or in a timely manner, but I'm going to say once every 5 or 6 weeks, I catch up on every channel. And that's why some of you get responses from me about things you said weeks ago that you don't remember anymore. Beth, the Discord. Is it on your phone? What's your stress level like? Let's find out.
It's on my phone. I learned how to turn the notifications off. And that didn't actually make my anxiety about engaging with it go away at all. So I just avoid it. It was very funny for a while I was engaging with it. And then I felt weirdly socially guilty in a way that I don't know why social media makes me do, but it does. So I stopped reading it. It's a bad way to contact me.
What is a good way to contact you, Beth? Can we give our audience your phone number so you can respond to 1 out of every 4 or 5 of their texts?
I also have ADHD.
You grok that? Next question.
I have another question from one of our Discordians. Hopeful asks, D-Day, you were a wrestler? For how long? Both Rex and I were wrestlers. I think I wrestled for like 4 or 5 years. I wrestled from like 5th grade through 9th grade or something like that.
I only wrestled for 2 years. I wrestled in junior high, and then I got to high school a year early, weighing 198 pounds, which in high school makes you a heavyweight.
Mm-hmm. Oh, because it goes to 260.
It goes to 275.
Fuck me, man.
And
oh, sorry. Fuck you.
I went to a school with a very small wrestling squad. So as a, you're normally 14 as a freshman. So I was 13. I was a 13-year-old varsity heavyweight.
Varsity galoot.
Weighing in at 198. And, I was 13. I was getting my puberty on too. So like I wasn't cutting weight. I was adding weight.
Well,
not that it helped. Not that it helped when nearly 300-pound men would just come out and pin me.
I would cut a lot of weight. Before the season started, I would be like somewhere between 135 and 142. And then I would wrestle 119 usually. But the last year I wrestled, I was wrestling 125, except for one Saturday meet where I was called at 7:30 in the morning from my coach, who told me that I had to drop 6 pounds by 12:30 weigh-ins. And I did.
It sounds abusive. I played soccer and how much we weighed didn't matter at all.
It wasn't just abusive. It was illegal. I wore garbage bags while I was on a stationary bicycle underneath a heat vent in the wrestling room.
Ah.
Just losing that water weight, trying to kill yourself for wrestling. And I made weight, and then I was pinned because I'd already been working out for 6 hours that day.
God damn. Yeah, soccer was nice. We just ran a lot.
I got molluscum from the dirty wrestling mats in Susquehanna, Pennsylvania. Molluscum, it's like a mollusk that bores into your skin. You get it from dirty pools and dirty wrestling mats. And once I got it and kept going to and back to the dermatologist for like the next 9 to 12 months to make sure that all of the molluscum had been frozen out of my flesh. The wrestling coach, every time we had to spray down and wipe off the mats at the end of wrestling practice, was like, we have to do this because of Norma Chicona. And I'd be like, I have bugs in my face. Mollusk bugs. Univalves in my face.
It's so gross.
You can look them up online. They are called molluscum.
I would do a fitness summer camp at the local high school gym where it's just like, here's a series of activities for you to do. Now swim.
Sounds like some real lady stuff.
Now trampoline. Now run around the track. And they would tell us when we wiped down everything after we played games in the wrestling room, they told us about how several years before, several people had gotten face herpes
Oh, yeah.
from the wrestling mats.
Wrestlers get that herpes on their faces.
Well, I guess
Sometimes on their backs and butts.
I'm the lucky one.
Yeah. I mean, it is grosser to think about, but that mollusk is no longer in your flesh.
Yeah, they burned it out with cold.
Oh, ew.
Like a wart.
They were like hard little whiteheads. They grew on my face.
Oh, sorry. Blah. Your face is good. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Beth. My face is good.
Yeah.
After being embarrassed at many a meet by a 300-pound man coming out and pinning me, I guess my coach set it up. It was like sorry for me, so he set up an exhibition match against somebody who was like a 195, I think was the next weight class down. But that was still a man, so I got my ass kicked. So I got the added embarrassment of having my ass kicked by a person lighter than me.
So the point is, Rex and I both wrestled for a couple years. Thank you for your question.
You grok that? Next question.
Any idea what happened to the espresso machines that were in Center Camp Cafe? Rex?
Yeah, those espresso machines were rented.
Yep. They weren't ours. They just came back every
So
year.
they are
Still with their person.
with
We
Angela.
assume so.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Like those espresso machines were pretty beat.
Oh, yeah. And like, who knows if Angelo is still bringing espresso machines around the country to different festivals places. Maybe he figured out a more fun, relaxing retirement.
I told you about my history with Angelo, right?
Yes. Yeah. And the listeners don't need to hear about it.
That's not interesting.
You grok that? Next question.
Oh No asks, how many shirts do you have? Rex, how many shirts do you have? Beth, while Rex is answering that question, think about how many shirts you might have.
3 dozen? Maybe 4 dozen. 3 to 4 dozen. Depends on.
What constitutes a shirt?
Yeah. I mean, like, does an undershirt constitute a shirt if I'm only ever going to wear it under a shirt? Is a sweater?
Is a sweater shirt? Yeah.
A sweater is a top, but is not a shirt.
But like a tank top is a shirt.
Yeah, I would consider a tank top a shirt. I'm going to say I have upwards of 60, 70, 80 shirts. I have a lot of shirts, and I have a lot of costume shirts, and I have a lot of Burning Man shirts that I made that I don't need to make because I already have like 30 Burning Man shirts. Beth, shirts?
I just moved all of my shirts, and I think I would say 40 to 50 shirts.
But how would you even know? Because they're smaller than real shirts because they're lady shirts. They're made of the most diaphanous material imaginable.
The thing is that I have 40, 50 shirts, and I wear the same 6 tank tops 100% of the time.
Because they're on top.
I like them.
Gramps follows up with, how many volunteer/staff shirts do you have?
I don't.
I don't have any. Oh, I have one that is we did a screen printing one year of the Oculus. Pickle made it. And I have a bright pink t-shirt that we put the Center Camp image on.
Yeah,
I think that's it.
I have a Center Camp tank top that I don't usually wear because it's the logo is too low. It was often a problem with printed tank tops. Like whatever you get printed is in like
on the swell
position.
of your belly.
It's
That's
like
hilarious.
Care Bears. Yeah.
Yeah, our team doesn't ply us with T-shirts like DPW and Gate does. We like to brand ourselves through hoodies and stickers and patches.
I guess I must have a Ranger shirt somewhere.
Sure, we both have a Ranger shirt somewhere.
One Ranger shirt, and I have my my Black Rock Bangers shirt, which is close.
I have several Burning Man sweatshirts.
Yeah, I got a bunch of cafe hoodies and a Tech Team hoodie.
You grok that? Next question.
Fax Machine asks, Anybody done volunteering or camped with artery crews before? How's the experience? No, and I don't know. Beth?
Yeah, same.
Rex?
Here they're nice people, though.
You grok that? Next question.
Frontug asks, and in parentheses puts, shamelessly stolen from elsewhere. Have you read or consumed a piece of media when you were 9 to 13 years old that impacted your worldview? What was it? How did it impact your worldview? Frontug wants an essay.
Like bunches of them. That's a real formative time for media consumption.
But like I'm gonna say Blazing Saddles and Monty Python, Holy Grail.
Talking about books?
He said a piece of media.
Oh, piece of media.
I think Stranger in a Strange Land is probably the one that really got me thinking the most at that age.
I
don't think I read that till like 15 or so.
I read that at 16 and it really grabbed me then. It was the first thing that jumped to my mind as like what was something that really shifted me as a young person.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to say Of Mice and Men. I read Of Mice and Men when I was in like 4th grade. My grandpa used to do antique car shows, and there was one at Hershey Park every year, like 2 weeks after the park closed for the year. And if you were there for the car show, like you could also go on the rides. And there were only like 30 kids in the whole park who were dragged to this car show with their parents. But this one year it rained. And this is like an 8 to 10 hour thing that my grandpa's doing. And I read through my books pretty quickly. And then all that was left was my brother's copy that he was reading for school. And he had finished it. And I read it like 1.5 times, sitting in the rainy, sweaty car in the parking lot of Hershey Park. And my mind was kind of blown how adult stories weren't more difficult to read than children's stories. They just they dealt with things that you weren't expecting them to deal with. They didn't end in the way that you want, and they broke your heart.
Yeah, so less fun.
What's not fun about stroking rabbits?
Also, in that time period, the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy trilogy.
Yeah, I didn't get there till maybe 20.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was a late Douglas Adams bloomer.
Same.
But I had read a bunch of Discworld novels before that. I just didn't know that they were in the same oeuvre.
Yeah, I started reading Discworld in like early high school.
I didn't read any Pratchett before my 20s.
I'm trying to think of...
Oh, fuck. Man, I was like 11 or 12 years old when I read In Watermelon Sugar by Richard Brautigan. Yeah.
Jesus.
My folks just had like their books out. And I was like, what is this book that is called In Watermelon Sugar? My deeds are done like my life is done in watermelon sugar. And I started reading it. And like, that was the most psychedelic poetry narrative that I have maybe ever read. But I certainly wasn't prepared for it when I was like 11 or 12 when I did read it. And that was pretty mind blowing for me.
One that really got me that wasn't Stranger in a Strange Land, even though it's older. Like, the ones that really opened my mind were a little later than that. Like, I liked fucking shitty mysteries and horny, like, romps when I was, 9 to 13. It wasn't until I was like 15, 16 that I started to like read really interesting stuff. And one that really got me was Cat's Cradle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tons of Vonnegut.
That like changed how I thought about humanity.
Mm-hmm. For sure, the same time I was reading Stranger in a Strange Land and Hitchhiker's Guide, I was also reading all the new Hardy Boys adventures.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
and the Grail quests. Mm-hmm. Listeners, if you can find yourself a Grail quest book, get it. It's the best choose your own adventure series there was.
I was reading books about little ladies solving crimes behind the Iron Curtain. God, what trash.
When I was 10, maybe 11, but I think 10, I signed up for the science fiction book club, like 30 books for $1 and then a book a month or something. And the Stranger in a Strange Land was like the featured book in the ad. They just dropped the unedited version.
Right.
So I got that. And
I read Dune a little later than that. I probably read Dune at 14 or 15, but then I read all the Dunes, and that was transformative. That, like, the idea that people could think outside of their lifetime in terms of their political praxis, that seemed pretty cool. But I think it only works with prescience, and it doesn't even work then.
It's my high school boyfriend that got me Stranger in a Strange Land, and then he had no interest in non-monogamy.
Many men are cowards.
damn, baby, it's just a novel. I can't
thought it
turn
was a
you
good
sideways
story.
out of space either, and I don't want you eating my corpse.
I still think that's beautiful.
Do you grok that?
Next question.
All right.
Do you grok that?
Next question.
Do you have a favorite drink that you actually like that most people would think is an abomination? I have an ice cream float that I think is delicious,
Ice cream
that
floats
some
would be
people
lovely.
think is an abomination. Not just ice cream float in general, Beth, but you get yourself some mint chocolate chip ice cream floating in some root beer. And it's sublime.
Sounds fine. I had a root beer float once. That wasn't a float once at a little fancy restaurant by Cyclass that's gone now. That was a salt and black pepper ice cream floating on a smoked stout.
Sounds great.
Sounds lovely.
So good. It was like walking through the forest. It's nice.
Also, there's this this drink that I make called hot green creme de menthe. Some people love it. Some people don't love it. But I am kind of known as a little bit of a mixologist.
I have a fairly limited beverage palate. I don't like a lot of sweet drinks.
Oh, yeah.
Like that puts me off of the most disgusting stuff. But I like absinthe. Not usually straight, but I like cocktails made with absinthe, and that turns a lot of people off.
I like cocktails made with absinthe that are named cocktails that have a specific ratio of absinthe that you're supposed to put in them. Because when you order like the drink of the day from a restaurant and it has absinthe in it and it's not a Sazerac and it's real absinthe heavy, like heavy enough so you realize it's unbalanced, you can't be like, this doesn't taste right because you don't know how it tastes.
You know, you remind me, I would go for a grasshopper, but I think I just have this.
Many children go for grasshoppers.
I think I just have this opinion about my taste that it's correct. So I don't understand why you would have any issue with a dessert drink.
Yeah, I don't really like I just mentioned, I don't go for sweet drinks much,
totally,
but I would
totally.
drink a grasshopper as a dessert thing. My problem in particular with sweet drinks that are alcoholic is that it's like instant heartburn.
Oh, yeah.
But I also have kind of a higher than normal tolerance for bitter and strong flavors. Like I like my coffee black exclusively. I like straight espresso. I like a Negroni. I like real hoppy IPAs. A lot of people hate that. But no, I don't like nothing weird. That's D-Day's film. D-Day likes to be performatively disgusting in his beverage consumption.
I like to be performatively disgusting in the weird things I found at grocery outlet consumption. It's not just drinks. It's just off-brand and bad idea products I am drawn to.
You rock that? Next question.
All right. What was most unexpected in your 2025 burn?
Damn, you're asking this 51 weeks later.
Oh, God.
We could do more of these throughout the year. You want to do that, guys? Or is this one good enough? This one's good enough. Great.
Unexpected.
What was last year?
Last year was that huge storm.
That was pretty unexpected.
That wasn't
Yeah.
coughing up actual playa was unexpected.
Yeah, I didn't expect to ruin 3 pairs of boots in a day and a half immediately after doing my alpha shift at Burning Man.
You rock that? Next question.
I forgot what the question is.
The new question is, what is your ideal date? May
23rd.
That can't actually be the question.
That is the question. What, Beth, is your ideal date?
How is anyone interested in this?
I mean, I am interested in this reaction from the two of you. I'm a basic bitch. My ideal date
Netflix and chill?
is a fancy dinner followed by ballroom dancing, maybe a cruise on the bay, some drinks there. We go back to the Mark Hopkins Hotel, maybe canoodle or get some more drinks. I'll leave the evening to your imagination. But the next morning we get up and we go to Top of the Mark and we get a fancy, fancy fucking expensive brunch. And that's my ideal date.
I don't know. My ideal date is
Hanging out with your partner and your friend D-Day.
going up to Harbin, probably. Like going and hanging out in a series of hot and cold pools in pretty nature and having a big comfy bed to roll around in. Yeah.
So the question is non-specific because, are we talking a first date or a date with an existing partner?
Right, like I
early
wouldn't
in the
want
relationship,
to. I
late
wouldn't
in the
want to do
relationship.
that early.
The answer, no matter what,
Yeah.
Crossbow billionaire hunt.
I wasn't expecting that so hard I didn't laugh, but I could have. And you earned that, even though you didn't get it.
You rock that? Next question.
All right. Fax Machine asks, hi, Fax Machine. Thanks for your question. Fax Machine asks, what is it like camping at a bike repair camp? Focus in the fucking AMAs, people.
It's like camping at kind of any other service camp, but your hands are greasier.
Oh, boy. Yeah. They got a lot of goop there, you know?
My experience is that they're very cool. Like the bike repair camp people. They're just like, cool bike people.
Like over a decade ago now, we had to get rid of Jiffy Lube. But I'm kind of thinking that like a bike repair / hand job camp called Fast Orange is really the way to go.
So do you jerk off the guy repairing your bike, or do you jerk off watching your bike get repaired?
As long as you're using Fast Orange like hand cleaner as
Ew.
lube, I think we're good. It's not just citrusy, there's also pumice in it.
You just really want to take a layer of skin off your dick.
I don't, but I know people do.
I think I deal with enough chafing, thanks.
Gritty hand job.
You rock that? Next question.
What is the best dinosaur?
I feel like we already answered this.
A dead one.
Stegosaurus.
Ankylosaurus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steggies are the best.
Yeah, I didn't really have a strong dinosaur thing as a kid.
You rock that? Next question.
What is the best or worst or best worst or worst best common burner saying? I'm no fan of welcome home, but I think fuck your burn has gotten really overused.
Yeah, I'm with you. Fuck your burn. I've never said that to anyone. That's...
I'm like, yeah, go to bed.
I'm
Hey, can I borrow a gallon of water?
there is one that bugs me and I'm trying to remember what it was.
Howling at the sunset.
Oh. Wow.
All right.
Putting it on the table.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Like, we get it. Inside of you are two wolves. Keep
One of which
there.
can't shut up.
Oh, I don't like default world.
Yeah.
I don't like referring to like the rest of the year as default world. I think that is prescriptive in a way I disagree with. And I like my fucking life. And I think we can talk in more interesting ways about how the space on Playa is separate from and distinct from the rest of our time.
Without like
existing.
ceding your responsibility to make your time when you're not at Burning Man as interesting and fun and inclusive and community-minded as possible.
You know, I could also kind of do without Borg.
Nah, man, I love Borg. Borg for life.
Like, Borg 2 is so long ago that most people have forgotten about it.
Oh, absolutely.
And
the Burning Man project is taupe.
like,
It's Luke.
you know, it's the name of the organization. It doesn't bother me. I just
It's not Borg, though.
It is.
Borg is cool.
Borg is trite.
Borg is arguably cooler than Star Trek The Next Generation's Borg. Come cancel me. I don't care.
I'm just bored of Borg.
You rock that? Next question.
Late Bus asks, what is a song that will make you shut off a radio? For me, it's Pour Some Sugar on Me or Living on a Prayer.
Ooh.
Late Bus, for me, it is anything from Van Halen.
Which songs are from Van Halen?
It's not my responsibility to educate you on that, Beth. Do your own work.
I could kind of get behind Living on a Prayer. It's got a great key change.
I don't hate Living on a Prayer. I also am a little bit of a Bon Jovi apologist. But I can't with the Van Halen boys.
Train.
Yeah, well, obviously Train.
I will smash a speaker.
Oh,
Stop. Arguably not even a band.
Wait.
But the thing is, I won't turn Train off. I will grit my teeth and actively, joyfully hate listening to Train.
I mean, you can't turn it off when it's playing in the grocery store, and that's the only time I hear it.
I have my headphones on.
I'm so thug.
The problem is when you go to the dentist's office. I find it rude to keep my headphones in, especially because I hear for shit. So I have to listen to the easy listening soft rock station that they play in there, and you'll hear 2 Train songs in an hour. You know what? That fucking Fives band, Maroon 5, fucking shit. How have they had a career that has lasted like 25 years? And I absolutely hate What If God Was One of Us? Jesus Christ. One of the worst songs of the last 50 years.
I don't know if any of you guys remember this genre of American pop country that happened after 9/11. There's like 3 songs that are like put a boot in your ass country.
Where were you when they built a ladder to heaven?
Oh, God. South Park did so many things well. God, I hate those songs like in a visceral kind of way. I will leave if they're playing on the store radio. They just make my skin crawl. We'll put a boot in your ass. That's the American way.
Yeah, said some dude who was the son of realtors in a rich suburb of Trenton.
Listeners, friends, please take your butts to YouTube and you go in the search bar of the YouTube and you put in what makes this song stink and you find the works of our friend Pat Finnerty and start with the first one and watch them in order. Enjoy.
You rock that? Next question.
What is the best song by a band that is overlooked because they have one song everyone knows? For example, any song by Queen that isn't Bohemian Rhapsody. Not a great example.
That's a terrible
Queen has
example.
like fucking 12
Huge
humongous
songs.
hits. Yeah. But
Somebody
I
to
get your
Love
point.
is, I mean,
We are the champions.
Yeah.
Who is not the champions?
Not just we are the champions, but we will rock you.
we will rock you
Together
Oh my God.
as a stadium anthem back to back.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
you can't do that
It's
with
such a
Queen.
fun song to play drums to.
Have you all
Literally
listened to
every
Queen?
song. But I get your point. What is a song that a band has that is better than like the song that they're really known for?
Sex Dwarf by Soft Cell.
Who the fuck is Soft Cell?
I have no idea.
Is that a band you made up?
No,
What's Soft Cell?
they're the band that made Tainted Love.
Oh,
and Sex Dwarf. They made 2 songs.
well, Sex Dwarf sounds awesome.
Sex Dwarf is awesome.
All right. Good. Glad I figured out what that was about right after this. I'm going to listen to Sex Dwarf. For me, it's like 30 songs that didn't get on the radio from Ben Folds versus Rockin' the Suburbs and Brick. Like 2 of the least good songs in his catalog, I think, are what made him famous.
I watched in middle school the guy that I had a crush on play Brick. And I did not in middle school understand what that song was about. And in middle school, that kid was incapable of playing the piano and singing that song.
No, it's not an easy song.
No,
Yeah.
it's very hard.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's a really good pianist, plus he's doing like punk rock on top of piano. And a middle schooler is not capable of those levels of technicality nor angst.
I feel like I'm really bad at answering this question because I don't like if I like a musician's full work, I don't know which of their songs are famous. And I'm just not good at picking these out.
Like any song from Frank Zappa that isn't Valley Girl?
Sure.
Oh, well, almost any song. Some of it's not for everyone.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to say, not that, I'm a teenager anymore and I'm no longer listening to Offspring, but Offspring's first album, Ignition, is better than any of the shitty songs that most people heard off their second and third and fourth albums.
Next.
Shut up thinking about bands.
You just want to talk about music now. I know.
All right.
You rock that? Next question.
If you could pick 5 albums that your family would find when going through your things after you die, either to comfort them or just allow them to enjoy who you were as a person, what would they be?
The Way Out by the Books. Fucking love that album.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm just saying for now, because obviously something as intense as like the 5 albums or whatever.
Once you start thinking about your list of 5 and like really delving into it, it keeps transmuting in different ways.
Yeah.
I spent like 20 minutes on this, and like at the end of it, I went back to the first 5 albums that I thought of at the beginning.
Yeah.
Mine are Ruby Vroom by Soul Coughing, Feed the Animals by Girl Talk,
Oh, Feed the Animals.
Anema by Tool, As the Eternal Cowboy by Against Me, and either Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd or maybe Temple of the Dog by Temple of the Dog.
Disco Volante by Mr. Bungle. It's a hard record and worth doing. Vespertine by Bjork.
Ooh, yeah.
Or maybe Medulla. Temporary Forever by Bus Driver.
He's the rapper, I'm the DJ from DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Jesus Christ. Duke Ellington's Paris Concert. Greatest hits of the Eagles. Because I'm dead and you should suffer too.
Really bummed me out at the end, I'm not going to lie.
Maybe The Impossible Kid by A$AP Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe Labor Days. I don't know. It's a hard question.
And a goodie.
Yeah, I'm going to say if you haven't listened to Rainbow Kitten Surprise, RKS is a great, great album. Oh, yeah, and I guess I would put Low. I don't know if if I've made you listen to Low. They're great. And probably Hey What is their album. The Way Out is literally, though, like start to finish, the most complete and beautiful piece of album for me.
It's Understood by a Stratosphere, who once performed at Center Camp.
All right.
The Mollusk by Ween.
Are we done listing?
Night at the Opera by Queen. Listen to Night at the Opera.
Phantom of the Opera,
fucking
the
slaps.
original cast recording.
It does slap, and I know it. I know every single note of it. Mm-hmm. I listened to that hundreds of times.
You have to when you're a baritone in choir.
I just chose to because I was a theater dork.
Well, I mean, I was that too. I was just also a baritone before I was a bass.
You can also listen to the other two Mr. Bungle records if you like.
Anything by Primus.
You rock that? Next question.
Boy Scout asks, would you like to host the listener appreciation party at my camp? I'm a goddamn independent who camps as close as possible to Commissariat on 530, usually a block out from Anonymous Village, but last year across the street from them due to the vagaries of placement. I've got about 700 square feet of shade and folding tables / chairs you can use for a bar fortress to defend yourself from your fans. Power should be available, but I don't have anything fancier than a Bluetooth boombox for sound. Fresh pizza on demand can be made available if desired.
Well, listeners,
Email us at accuracythird@gmail.com.
show up Wednesday, 2 p.m. of Burning Man 2027 at wherever it is Boy Scout is camped.
Boy, that sounds nice, but we have a baking hot art car gathering
Meetup.
meetup. We'll do that instead. No pizza, no shade.
Unless Boy Scout wants to bring the pizza and the shade. We won't say no to that. I don't need the shade. And those were our 2025-2026 fiscal year Discord AMAs. If you want to ask us something, anything style, you can join our Discord and you can ask us your question. And at some point, I'll pass the question on to my co-hosts.
Yeah, at some point, like almost a year after you ask it, so we have a real hard time remembering what happened at the last Burning Man.
If you ask it at the beginning of the year, that's what you get.
Really keep your questions evergreen, because we don't remember shit. We smoke a lot of dope. All of us have ADHD. It's a problem.
Hot, white, or green creme de menthe update. I have an update to my update about my hot creme de menthe experiment this year. This is the third time we've been recording for this burn barrel over the past couple days. And in the interim, I have enhotified my De Kuyper green creme de menthe. And although it looks much more disgusting than ever before, I kind of actually think this is the most delicious batch I've made yet.
All I know is one time when I went to go do the dishes, everything was weird green and sticky.
Thank you for doing the dishes, Beth. Everything was weird green and sticky.
Yeah.
Some when it came out of the dishwasher as well.
Oh, gross.
De Kuyper means quality. Quality that sticks around.
Oh, it gets brighter in here.
Oh, it gets brighter in the studio. Do you know why it gets brighter in the studio, Beth? Because it's time for Would You Rathers. And I created a little bit of new technology this year for our Would You Rathers. Beth, Rex, would you mind sticking your hand into the stube of Would You Rathers? It's like a cross between a sack and a tube I made today. Stick your hand in the stube. Oh, yeah. What you got there, Beth?
You put a lot of work into this.
I've already closed out my work for the year and have a week left till I leave for playa.
Would you rather be a basalt column or a jelly opal?
Jelly opal, largest one on the planet.
I what?
You know,
I don't want to be. I don't want to be a rock.
Pretty tall, angular.
I have no feelings about what it is to be a type of rock. Sorry.
Never read Ferdinand and the Pebble?
No.
And the Magic Pebble?
Nah.
Touches the pebble, turns into a stone.
No.
Parents don't see him for a year. It's a really distressing children's book that really upset my kid the first time I read it to him.
What are the qualia of basalt? Like, what is it to be a pillar? I don't know.
My impression is that God's pissed off at you if you're a pillar.
You might as well ask me if I'd rather be an ampersand or a tilde.
Ampersand. I mean, I'd rather be an interrobang, but I don't think I'm spicy enough for tilde.
Would you, or would you rather just write an interrobang? Because usually we aren't diacritical marks.
Yeah, but I mean, this isn't would you rather be an ampersand or make up something you'd rather be if you would prefer not to be that one thing. Beth, opal or basalt column?
I'm going to go ahead and say a basalt column.
Thanks, fax machine. Good would you rather?
Was it?
I think so. Was it fax machine?
Yes, it was fax machine.
That wasn't what I was questioning.
I understand.
Rex, would you like to slide your hand into the stube?
There's nothing I'd like in exactly that amount.
Oh, he's looking distressed.
This is hopeful. Don't make me sad. I'm not reading that.
Okay. Would you rather have 3 buttholes or a mouth hole the size of a pea? I would rather have 3 buttholes.
Yeah,
it's like
an
I have
obvious
3
answer.
buttholes already.
3 buttholes is the obvious winner there.
Depends on where they're located.
Oh, I guess I was assuming I got to pick where they were located.
I was hoping it was a cluster in between my cheeks.
Yeah,
But
I was
Yeah,
thinking in
we
general.
were all hoping for the easy solution. But what happens when one of them is right where your pinhole mouth would have been?
Ooh.
I mean, I vote for like one butthole where my butthole already is and like maybe knees or elbows.
I've got pretty good insurance. I'll take the pinhole mouth and just go get it opened up. Thanks. Next.
Unknown warrior, philosopher, or combat celebrity. Would I rather be them?
I assume so.
Fuck them? Kill them?
Interpret it however you need, Beth.
These are terrible. Sorry, fax machine. Like, would you rather? I don't know shit about either of these things.
I think I would have to choose combat celebrity because I imagine to be some sort of MMA combat celebrity or to be an unknown warrior philosopher, you've probably got to do just about the same sort of training of carrying buckets of water up and down monastery steps for miles at a time. And it seems like at the end of that, I should be able to shout into a microphone next to Bruce Buffer about my right-wing violent views.
So which one was it?
Combat celebrity.
I didn't even know that was like a thing. What is
You know about Andrew Tate?
he isn't a combat anything, right?
Well, I mean, now he's a prisoner who might be extradited to England, but he used to be a combat celebrity who leveraged it into the right-wing media space.
I feel like combat celebrity is sort of like theater celebrity. Sure, in some circles, this person is famous.
Mike Tyson just got a paycheck from Netflix last year.
I'm just saying, name one combat celebrity.
Chuck Liddell.
Speaking of Pat Finnerty earlier, everyone should go to youtube.com and type in Bobby Fingers and watch those videos from the beginning to the end.
There's several combat celebrities in those Bobby Fingers videos.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Steven Seagal. Joe Rogan. This one better be like reasonable.
Can't promise that. I was going to leave like some worms in the stube, but I figured I'd just leave the really hard would you rathers in there. And by hard, I mean unanswerable.
I'd really, so like, think about this. Think about what we're being asked here. Make eye contact with a listener during the Odyssey or explain to an elderly relative what it is. The Odyssey is a 24-hour event. Mm-hmm. Make eye contact with a listener for a day.
But the listeners want us to make eye contact with them. I think that's what's being asked there. Will you see me? Really see me? As I come 6, 12, 18, or 24 times.
Like an uncomfortable social moment or a logistical impossibility.
I'm just saying our listeners don't seem like the most like pro eye contact crowd.
Eyes up at the listener appreciation party this year. See if anyone snags you and keeps you, I guess.
I will watch you eat a donut.
Right when we're done recording, I'll hop on the Grubhub and get some sent over to the house, Beth. Eyes up. This Would You Rather is from Cold Day, who would like us to set the bar a little bit lower on the Would You Rather thread. Butthole full of playa dust or butthole full of malort?
See, now this is the first one I think is worthwhile.
Yeah, and like I'm gonna have to go with playa dust because it's unsafe to keister alcohol like that. That's a
Would it hurt?
It goes into your bloodstream really quickly through all the little capillaries in your butthole tube.
Is that real? I always thought
yeah.
that thing about like putting vodka on a tampon. was
God,
full of
people
shit.
who fucking grow up in the goddamn suburbs in a leftist city do not know nothing about butt chugging, huh?
yeah, you can like get alcohol poisoning real fast. With
I've
alcohol
shown
up your
you
butt.
so much jackass, and you don't know about butt chugging?
And it can really mess up your intestinal flora. It's like it would be the least gross way to consume malort, but like highly risky. And we're gonna have buttholes full of playa anyway.
Yep. Better to have a basic powder in your butt than malort.
It's hard. I would say it's actually quite hard to get powder up my butt.
I mean,
Give me a straw, Rex. Man, I thought you liked doing drugs. How do you take your E if not through a straw up your ass?
It seems like a waste of E to me, probably.
It's not.
well, I mean, if you're like a broke boy and you don't have enough E to go around, you can like get a lot of mileage for it by boofing it.
Really?
It's still not great for you.
Well, neither is like E.
The chemical absorbency of the rectum is balanced by the delicacy of the rectum. It loves to take those chemicals in, but it's not built for it.
Yeah.
Your stomach can handle a bunch.
I've found the methods in which I can enjoy taking drugs. I don't need more of them, but I do find it amusing. Oh, God, right.
In,
There's so many in here.
out. I mean, they're folded over. How can you tell? You can't tell what's about to come out of the stube.
Would you rather have a vertical mouth or a horizontal butt crack?
Horizontal butt crack. Easy.
What even is this? What's wrong with you people? This is the third question, at least the third question about our anuses.
Well,
This is what happens when no one is moderating a thread.
The answer is no. No, I like my body as is. Everything the orientation it is.
but butt crack stays where it is. Butthole.
Okay, so like this one has like some grounding in reality. This is like a question that you can think on and answer, not like what's your favorite rock to be.
That at least would have come up with some questions.
Spooky Dookie wants to know, would you rather give birth on playa or have to pass a kidney stone?
Well, if I kill the kidney stone by mistake because I'm on playa and didn't expect to have it, I don't have to talk to the cops. So I'm going for kidney stone.
Yeah, I figure at the end of this ordeal, you have a little medical waste or you have an at least 18-year moral obligation.
So I'm gonna go ahead and just like obviate the whole desire to have child thing or the the lack of appropriate anatomy, and I'm going to imagine I was a person capable of having a child and desirous thereof. I kind of think giving birth is the answer because you're not going to get an epidural to pass that kidney stone.
Huh.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, good point. You just got to do that your own damn self.
that baby's going to come out of you in like a pretty expeditious manner most of the time. That kidney stone, who knows? And the baby, that baby you're having in the nicest room in Rampart. That kidney stone, you're passing in a reeking porta potty as you scream.
So would you rather be a baby birthing celebrity or some sort of unknown warrior piss stone passing monk?
You can't.
Stop ruining the first good one we got.
Would you rather a perpetual energy generator that actually works but nobody believes you, or a cool looking rocket boots?
I assume the cool looking rocket boots also work. if they're boots that don't work.
I don't need anybody to believe me to,
Right, to use
profit
energy.
endlessly off my free energy.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. I could like stop paying an electric bill and
Start sending out electric bills. Mm-hmm. I would be the utility. Look at me. Look at me. I'm the PGE now.
you don't even have to tell people where the power comes from. There's no regulation left in this country. You can just produce endless amounts of energy and pass it to your neighbors in a bucket.
You hook up one like 150 watt solar panel on your porch, put it in the fucking box and feed it to the grid. PGE sends you big fat checks.
I'm just saying the perpetual energy makes the retirement cult all that much easier to do. And nobody has to believe you. It just works. I don't need to be credited with its invention. I need to profit off of it.
If nobody believes me, nobody is going to come looking for the Omelas orphan.
Hopeful asks, would you rather support an event with a pedophile on the board or skip or boycott it until they remove the pedophile? Well, they removed the pedophile, so that question is moot. The alleged pedophile, the alleged Kimball Musk pedophile, who you'll get to hear a little bit more about as the button to this episode, which we excised from the real messy recording of the ins and outs for our Fred episode, so we could present how funny we are to you at the end of all this. Beth, I believe this is our last Would You Rather, but I can't tell for sure because Rex dumped out the stoob. I had to come up with a name that was at least as uncomfortable as Plumbers, and I think Stube is almost there.
It's a place in Germany where you get beer.
Der Stube?
A Bierstube.
I don't understand this one.
This is frequently a problem.
Oh, would you rather have a DPW car with all the doors off or a comical junkyard brapper of a muffler? You want a hoopty with a loud muffler, or do you want a DPW car with no doors?
No doors.
In what context?
Around.
On Playa, no doors.
Yeah.
I think either place, no doors. I've had my muffler get half cut off in the middle of the night and then pop open while I was driving through San Francisco. And I would much rather be under the radar driving around with a rusty car with circular saw blades welded to it and no doors than making the insanely loud noise of a combustion engine with no muffler.
Yeah, that's kind of, I know that some folks like to be obnoxious on purpose, but I don't actually like really loud sounds. And that kind of takes the fun out of it. Whereas no doors is just, that's freeing. I love no doors.
The problem with the outside of the context of Playa is that no doors is illegal.
Oh, yeah. And very visible.
And
Jeeps get to have no doors.
no, Jeeps have to have zippers for doors.
That's too bad.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure there's no case in which it is cheaper to get doors than a muffler.
But what if, in the confines of the logic of this Would You Rather, you're not allowed to use your hands or tools or money? Same answer, huh?
No doors.
Have fun on Playa, everyone. Drive safe. We'll see you at the listener appreciation party.
If you can find us.
Life is excellent. The tap water tastes like excrement. The skies rain poison, but I gotta pay the rent. excellent. The tap water tastes like excrement. The skies rain poison, but I gotta pay the rent. Life is excellent. The tap water tastes like excrement. The skies rain poison, but I gotta pay the rent. And I don't want to.
That's really fun.
That better be a rap.
And now, a more insightful interview regarding the history of Black Rock City and the people who make it than any documentary you can watch on a premium streaming service. Enjoy.
Damn.
And there is a bit about Marion in here, and it is more insightful about Marion than the first 3 episodes of that documentary series I didn't finish.
Yeah, but is there anything about Kimball?
Not a thing.
Great. Is there anything about Kimball's hat?
God, that fucking hat. Kimball, I expect this isn't making it into the episode cut. And even if it did, I expect you're not listening to us. But if you are, what you need to understand about peacocking is there is a fine line between being interesting and between your funny hat being your personality. And I don't know you, Kimball. I don't know what you're about, but I dare say, from a distance, it looks like your hat is your personality.
We already had a My Hat is My Personality guy at Burning Man, and it does his memory no honor to have another hat in the game, you know?
Just get the surgery done, my guy. You can get your hair fixed up. Like, you don't have to be wearing that stupid hat everywhere. You can just, like, fix it with money.
My hair, admittedly, looks like pubes. You, too, can get your pubic hair transplanted to the top of your head for pennies on the dollar of your net worth.
You don't even have to, like, fly to Turkey like us poor schmucks.
Yeah, you can fly to sunny Oakland, pop over to our backyard, come into the shedio, and we will stick your head with needles and shove hair follicles in those needle holes while we interview you about your Burning Man experience. This is an invitation and a challenge from me to you, Kimball. None of it's making it in.
Well, no, we can just send that to him as a voicemail.
Well, he's not on the board anymore. His email's been shut down.
It's okay. Can't be hard to find Kimball Musk. He's the CEO of some sort of corporation, I guess.
You can just tack that on at the end of the burn barrel.
Done. A message from Accuracy Third to Kimball Musk. Kimball Musk, dare I say, you're not even a Kendall Roy to me.
Kendall Roy was like moving in his pain.
What a complicated, not
Monster.
overtly fascist monster Kendall Roy was. A thing I can't say about Kimball Musk. Kimball Musk, you're painted with your brother and your father's brush, my guy.